Welcome to yet another interesting episode of The Startup. In this episode, we meet an entrepreneur by the name Geoffrey Mule. Geoffrey Mule is the director of a company known as Inkisha. It's providing solutions in the packaging industry. After the break, his inspiring story. Don't go away. Welcome back. We are now joined by Geoffrey Mule of Inkisha. Karibu sana, Geoffrey.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
The name, first of all, very interesting, Inkisha. How did you start with the name?
Inkisha is an Igbo word, West African, which means bring together, collaborate. So we had two ideas, packaging and advertising. So we brought these ideas together and created a whole new concept in packaging.
Tell me now the story of Inkisha. How did you start the business?
We started roughly 1.5 years ago, the December of 2014. We had an idea, a very simple idea, that maybe we can make it possible for consumers to access free, environmentally friendly packaging. Because look, there is so much plastic everywhere you walk. Drainages, just a while back in Nairobi, clogging
the sewer lines.
There's a huge problem that plastic has created. And in as much as the UNEP is pushing countries to ban to ban plastic, there isn't a sustainable solution for countries to put into place. That's why the ban has taken a long time. So that's where Inkisha comes into the picture. We felt that we can make it possible for people to make a transition between plastic to paper. Yeah.
Wow.
And you have said that you started the business 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
With how much capital did you start?
To be honest, I actually had nothing. I was just alone, fresh from school. I dropped out of college, so I honestly didn't have much money. Neither did I know so many people. But that didn't stop me from trying to push my idea. I was very vocal on social media. I pitched in so many places, entered so many competitions, and that way I was noticed by a few people who were ready to invest in not just the business but in me, since they saw the dedication of someone wants to
At the
make dream
passion.
happen. Yeah.
When I look at Inkisha, how did the journey start?
The journey started roughly 1.5 years ago, in the December of 2014, where I had a small idea. We had seen how plastic had destroyed the environment. Governments trying to figure out the solution on what we can do to replace plastic. So we had an idea on how we can solve this problem. So we thought of collaborating advertisers and packaging to make it free and accessible to the people.
So the person who is getting the product is not purchasing.
Yeah.
He or she is actually getting the product for free.
Yeah, because
Wow.
we realized it's either too expensive or inaccessible for the end consumer to access environmentally friendly packaging. Yeah. At the moment, we have a mass market packaging. So this is called the grocery bag. So this is what you'd conventionally buy your milk and bread and package the items in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I can access this product for free.
Yes, so the end consumer gets it for free. We partner with advertisers who make it possible for you to get it.
And how are they benefiting?
Basically, because, for instance, a telecommunication company, if they are visible at the point of sale, at the point where people are purchasing products,
Yes.
it's a huge value add for them, because it has more visibility than normal media.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I can actually move around, then I can get this particular product with an advertiser who is paying you amount of money to advertise on this product of yours. Then I, as a consumer, I just get the product for free.
Yeah.
Wow. How has been the reception so far in the market?
The reception has been very positive. People are very eager to get our packaging. Retailers, on one hand, are very excited because they save so much when getting our packaging, because they get it for free. And again, the consumers are becoming smarter. They are becoming more environmentally conscious. So them having the opportunity to use an environmentally friendly alternative, we realize that they feel positive about the idea. At the moment, we are partnering with so many FMCG brands.
Yes.
We've partnered with two of the largest advertising agencies in Africa. So we have a pool of brands ready to advertise on our platform. So that's I guess the difficult bit. Moving the product to market isn't a challenge since we have a huge distribution and very positive and willing community of retailers willing to.
What about manufacturing of the product?
Our current partner is able to move so many units, millions of units in a day. So they have the capacity to even supply to the entire country.
No.
This is young Geoffrey Mule.
Yeah.
Has dropped out of school. The parents, what was their take when they saw their son starting a business?
Yeah, I mean, just like any African parent, I got that backlash because this was a huge risk. I didn't have papers, and we believe that for you to land a good space in the market, you need papers. So I had none. I just dropped out of college. They even held conventions for me. They prayed for me a lot.
Entrepreneurial prayer.
Yeah. I mean, at the end it worked out in as much as they had their doubts. And I guess that's what one should do. You should just keep on pushing, no matter if your family does not support you or believe that you can make it work.
Yes.
This is young. You're 20 years old.
Yeah.
What drives you to do this particular business?
What drives me as an entrepreneur, I have a huge passion for solving problems. From a very young age, I've always wanted to change things, to shake things. So when I finally landed this idea, I knew that this is the opportunity to make this happen. So every morning I just wake up and feel that there's so much opportunity in the market.
So far, how many companies are you working with?
At the moment, we are working with over 8 FMCGs.
Wow.
Most of them are reputable ones: Safaricom, Coca-Cola, Parcel, Pfizer. So these brands are interested in the mass market, helping retailers and also getting their brand out there. Mm-hmm. So they leverage on a platform like Inkisha's for their brand to be visible at points of sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The common Mwananchi feels they need, in as much as paper is less convenient than plastic, because plastic is durable, it lasts for 10 years.
That's true.
However, paper can only last a few days or a few months. So in as much as they feel that there's a huge trade-off from switching from plastic to paper, they're more informed and they think it's a worthy trade-off, that we can trade off the convenience of plastic to enjoy the benefits of paper. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Since you started the business, have you faced any challenges?
Definitely. Like any other business, to begin with sourcing for investors, it took me a very long time. Traveling all the way to Rwanda to look for investors. It was a huge challenge. And once I landed an investor, the first problem was to get the first client, someone who believes in your platform. That was, I think, the most difficult thing we've ever undertaken in. But if you offer a solution that works, that's the only thing you need. I learned it the hard way, that actually you don't need investors, you don't need $1 million to start a company. All you need to do is find someone who believes in the product and is willing to pay. Once you learn that first person, the rest of the business is taken care of. Yeah.
Wow. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, where do you see Inkisha?
At the moment, we are working on a franchise model to enable us to explore different markets, Uganda, Tanzania, Zimbabwe. So these are markets that we want to explore because we feel they're very similar to the Nairobi market. So in 2 years, 3 years, we think we'll have sales offices in over 12 countries. And the goal is that by 2020, 100 million consumers every day wake up and use our packaging. Yeah.
What is your parting shot?
My parting shot is really, I think we've come to a time where we can no longer look at our planet getting destroyed by plastic. I think it's time we take action and switch to environmentally friendly alternatives, specifically in packaging. I personally believe this is the future. I know in the next 5 years, this is what the entire African continent will be using. And I believe that it starts with the people watching.
That's true.
Yeah.
How many retailers are you working with currently in the country?
Just last week, we partnered with the Safaricom Dealers Association. They distribute airtime to 90% of the country.
Wow.
So we partnered with them for them to leverage their distribution network for us. So technically, we now serve 90% of the country. Those are hundreds of thousands of retailers. That gives us a reach of close to 35 million consumers.
Yeah. Wow, that is. I also seen that you are working even with Mama Mboga.
Yeah.
You take the product to them directly, or what is the model?
So this is how our distribution works. So the brand makes an order. Say we want to put our brand on 100,000 units, and we want them to go to, let's say, Machakos. So we manufacture brand, then in 2 weeks we have them dispatched to Machakos, and we have a collection point in each marketplace. So we go to Machakos Shopping Center. We have an Inkisha hub where retailers can come and collect from there. Yeah.
Oh, a nice model, and it's really working.
Yeah, it works. We've tried over 5 models that have failed so much in the past. However, this one has.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
After the break, how they were started. Then later on, as startups experts. Don't go away.